Uh, radio check, radio check. Work at work is in the AL. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can join us today for some more Hearts of Iron 4. And it's about time for our run over to Africa in a desperate attempt to rescue the stragglers here in Cairo base. Of course, though, we don't exactly have a full plan of attack here. Last time we did manage to capture Gibraltar base, and also took over some of the overseas Spanish cities, particularly Ceuta and some of the areas here in Rabat. Now that we have both areas of the Straits of Gibraltar are under our control, we can possibly make a beeline for the Cairo-Alexandria base area. But our problem is, we still have no idea what forces they have over here from Dakar along most of the general western area of base. There's also the position that there might be some Canary Island forces as well as some troops here in Madeira and the Azores. So we're not exactly driving up as quickly as I want to. For the time being, I'm still waiting for the other members of the African front units to arrive, which mostly involves the elements of the members of the Joint Special Operations Command to get here. It's still taking them a while, even though they've already been ordered to undergo strategic redeployment. It's going to take them at least 2 more weeks to get here. So while we're pretty much paralyzed by their delay, we'll have to set up our next plan of attack so we can more effectively drive back here to Cairo base on the ground. For the time being, we've secured Casablanca itself. But the problem is, supply lines are currently really under threat. We don't have enough forces to provide escort, and the Federation's naval forces come in large numbers. We also have to worry about task forces stationed around Europe and the mid-Atlantic gap, and since we don't have any naval bases to speak of, we can't really provide as much protection as we want to. Now that things have switched over, we could probably transfer some of the forces to the mid-Atlantic gap. We just have to remember which forces those are. These guys on the western seaboard, since we don't have to worry about it that much, maybe? No, actually do. They still have some assets for transferring there, so we can't really take them out of the fight. We could probably get the first escort submarine force out of there and transfer them towards the mid-Atlantic gap, Iberian coast, and African coast areas. Oh, whoops. So it's gonna be the mid-Atlantic, the mid-Atlantic gap. Escort, Iberian coast and African coast for the time being. The elements of the Western Seaboard Escort Force will have to handle this area, I think. Never mind. Oh, we have another carrier force. We could also provide a carrier force for the first escort fleet, so I'm gonna put you guys here. And probably reinforce the capabilities of the first Western Seaboard Patrol. That's 44, 48. Oh, perfect. 50 50 subsurface vessels are now deployed with the Western Seaboard Escort Force. They're still moving towards this area, taking them a while to finish this operation. They'll arrive in 2 days, though, so that's going to be a final confirmation about how many of these lands will be under Federation control soon. While that's happening, we can have infrastructure buildups in this area, I believe. Oh, that's still uncompleted. What do we want to do with these guys first? I have the elements of the 23rd Mobile Support Corps currently deployed, or Mobile Support Force currently deployed in North area, and elements of the 5th Airborne Group that have already arrived ahead, as well as the 19th Reserve Corps. We're not exactly planning to expand immediately north because we still need to secure the African region. I'm just going to need a garrison force that'll protect this border area. So I think I am going to get Shalia Bull's unit to conduct area defense in this region for the time being. And now we are underway. We could probably push further down south here and use the area or rather the area side of the city of Ifni to provide a blocking position for enemy forces that could be coming from the Dakar area. Or we can move further down south here, just south of the Tenerife Island region. Tenerife? The Canary Island region, rather. And use these larger provincial areas in the Rio de Oro area to make things a bit easier to defend. How many interceptors coming around here? Core fighters, core boosters. Probably intercepting or attempting to intercept our ground attack forces from the South American area. So, yeah. Ooh, what the hell happened to those guys? They got intercepted. Ooh, that looks nasty. In that case, we're going to send these guys all the way down to Mauritania. Mauritania's northern region. Use that as a blocking point. Yep. While you guys here stay in place, and hopefully things will be easier to clear up once the Mauritania forces have completed. Ooh. Still too low on the org to advance. Alright, these guys are also going to be supporting the 19th Reserve. Are they the new ones? Yeah, they're the new ones. We'll have to take a while to transfer, though. Arriving there in 2 months. Dang, that long? Oh, naval engagement. Port strike failure. Ugh. They sank most of our Zanzibar-class attack ships. Where's our air bases? My Zanzibars are okay here. What the heck? Are you sure they sank some of our Zanzibars? Oh, it's from this side. Ugh. Catabel Squadron suffered some serious defeats there. Our convoys aren't doing as hot as I want them to be, unfortunately. Suffering extensive convoy losses. With very few surface forces to cover most of the area, we don't exactly have the luxury to be on... Wait, what's taking the other fleets so long to arrive? Where are they? Oh, still traveling through. We still have a good number of forces here on the western seaboard, but the enemy is doing their level best to take care of that, and we can't really support them as effectively since we're spread out trying to keep supplies down here as well. I don't think there's a reason to take Greenland because they only have one naval base up here, and there's only aluminum. Those providing support to this area isn't going to be easy, especially since there's only one port, and trying to sprint our naval convoys will be... What? Oh, that's our forces. I thought there was another naval force from the AU that got stuck there, and are taking advantage of the fact that we don't have enough patrol fleets to take care of those lines. Right, in that case... We can, well, the areas down here in the Africa zone are being captured. We're going to expand our rail network. Why are they not connected? Sure, there's a line connection here, right? Okay, apparently not. Well, whatever. Expand to here. Where's the air supply line? Oh, that's dark. That's real dark. More rail lines up and coming. I can't provide support to this one because it's off of the land. Oh wait. How about here? We need... Alright, all of the land ports... Oh, wait, that still counts as an AUG territory? What? How? Why are you taking care of everything here? Weird. Everybody else is moving, I suppose, so we'll take care of that. Take care of that for now. Oh, whoops. Oh, there's a drive coming along here. Doesn't look like they're doing pretty hot. Oh, we can take the airbase here where Hot seems to have evacuated most of their surviving fighter pilots. Oh, it's mostly bombers, though. Torrential Algiers as well. Commence the attack run. These guys are gonna have to rest a bit. Why they... I mean, no orders assigned. No, not this one. Where's the frontline assignment? Alright, that should take care of them. And now they're moving forward. Hopefully. Please, for the love of God, just move. Are you not moving? Oh, they're moving already. Just waiting for conditions to improve, I suppose. Speaking of waiting for improvements on conditions here, I'm going to set up a radar base and a couple of anti-air positions, as well as some infrastructure to expand. Ooh. Surprisingly, the North African region seems to have decent infrastructure, but in contrast, southern Spain does not, and I have no idea why. Why are you guys not moving? 23 moments. Board 4. Still waiting for something before they move ahead with this one. And convoys are once again suffering from serious sinking issues. that's the case, I think it is indeed time to send in the fleet. Or rather, reorganize our fleet assignments again. Can't assign to that one just yet because they're still on active combat. They're already well assigned here. Do they have access to the Central Atlantic Gap then? Expand our trail up to the Central Atlantic Gap, I suppose. There's no travel in the area. What about you guys? Still active in the Labrador Sea. Definitely gonna need some more maritime patrols there. Let's do something else. Apparently these guys aren't doing too hot. The front line. Now I'm gonna need elements coming down here. All the way to this area here in the north. I need to drive all the way down to the south. As well as... oh wait. Use this area as a front line and then adjust. Now that that's set up, see if these guys are gonna move. Oh, naval port strike result. Ugh. Lost another 8 of the Zanzibar Kai class assigned here. Cadwell squadron apparently. Lost another set. What? They're suffering from something. Oh, this is the fresh units. Definitely gonna need some escorts. Unfortunately, I don't have an air base support there. But I could probably use this area for fighter escorts. We have enough reinforcements already. We already have a couple of there. Mark 5A, that's the newest one. For some of these newer core fighter squadrons, but air superiority in the region. Probably escort as well. Oh, that was a misassignment on my part. And I need 3 of these base units to be deployed elsewhere. No, it was a assigned frontline assigned mode. I was switching over to this side. Move people. Oh, you gotta push up, yes, thank you. Another naval engagement. This time, it's another loss. 4 of the convoys got sunk on the way out. Now we are down to 22 convoys again. It's gonna take a while for everything to re-establish themselves. We're also suffering from supply issues at home. Looks like the infrastructure on the ground isn't exactly helping things, as our naval bases in the region are cut off, or at least bottlenecked. Gonna have to expand the rail lines just in case. French. Starting over from supply lines from New York, but because of the fact that our naval bases aren't exactly connected in this region, can't really provide close convoy supply support for everybody. And that's another 3 convoys sunk. Come on, lads. This Ace killed by Ace? Where? Where do we lose an ace? Over here? But I didn't deploy any aces here. Unless there's still more naval aces up here in the northern regions I have no idea about. I don't see any enemy aces here. Definitely not where they're coming from. Unless they're talking about carrier operations. Oh! Here. It's around this area, huh? Bomber squadron knocked out. Brandy Crow is now out of the fight permanently. Fox Ida will have to get somebody out there. Probably have to capture that airbase after all, but just have to wait for everybody to reinforce, or rather re-establish supply lines. Okay, this area is in need of priority infrastructure development. Looks like they only managed to focus on expanding their infrastructure in the Gibraltar, South Spain area. No idea why they do that, unless it's an expediency kind of thing. Either way, that's a really bad practice, especially for locations like this. Pretty much an absolute pain to deal with land transfers on desert regions because of their desert mountain regions, in fact. Because of how limited the infrastructure is. Ooh, it's a naval port result. I wonder what happened. Supply hubs we can expand. Now these supply hubs are useless if we can't get our convoys out. And port strike fail. 8 of the Zanzibar high class once again lost there. Alright, maybe we can probably... The heck? Are the guys from the 6th are still not here? Well, we'll wait for them to arrive, but for now I think we can send these guys up to Portimao, knock out the Federation fleet there, force them to give up, and send you guys over to Sevilla, or send you back over to Sevilla. Now with that naval base out of the way, we'll just have to wait until we can... Ooh! So that's where the hot air bases are. This one is now Moore and Lou, and also Raya. But that won't be available in the next few minutes as we... yep, we just captured that air base. Wonder where they escaped to. There's some of them in Murcia, some of them in Valencia, a couple of them in Madrid, some in Lisbon, and some in Galicia, which is now over capacity. 23rd Mobile Support Corps moving along efficiently, even though they're having some trouble with maintaining a decent supply line. Not for nothing that we had to worry about those convoys being intercepted all the way out here. But very few supply lines available to actually transfer from and to. Going to be extremely difficult trying to keep the Africa Southern Europe front reinforced properly. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that much. I'm not really counting on it to be that easy. I expand the naval bases there too. What's on? I can't really send somebody over to keep Faro in check just in case the Federation sends any divisions down south. Oh, looking over the other side, apparently they only have at least 21 divisions estimated, but I don't think that's proper. Dude, you lost another bleeding convoy, what the heck? What's the point of having naval supremacy if they can't keep the convoys supplied and defended? While the 23rd down here on the south with the 2nd and 5th Desert MS divisions are waiting for the organization to be up into the minimum maneuvering. Lost another set of convoys, people! Is this the best the fleet can do? Even in areas where we're significantly more powerful, they still manage to break through the convoy line. It's annoying. Oh, we take these guys out of this line. Look like there's anything going on there. There's nothing handling in the Central Atlantic gap. It's the Mid-Atlantic they'll have to big. Oh, dang it! Are you kidding me? Ouch. Too many of them being engaged here. Did I just give up this area instead? We've only got 10 ships approaching from the western seaboard and 20 on the Mexican coast. Most of the convoy lines have switched over to the eastern seaboard, so maybe we can just dispatch some of the fleets out there. Okay, taking you out of the front line and helping you focus on the Iberian African Mid-Atlantic Gap area. No more actions here on the west coast. Hopefully nobody attempts a naval invasion because most of my troops are out of position and badly outnumbered. Very least, if the intel estimates of only 21 divisions still active in the entire Federation is correct, we could probably... Ooh. Alright, that's at least 2 of the Marines and 2 of the Mountaineers, which means the entire 12th Special Duties Group has arrived. Just waiting on... Wait, everybody's here? Probably just arrived and are waiting for the models to be updated. We can send the 12th Special Duties Group down south, I suppose. But why are you taking ground route? What? Dude, just take the sea. What the hell? Oh, it's because we don't have any ships for transport. Dang it! I can't send these guys on airborne operations because we don't have enough planes. And they're the ones that are more effective in this kind of job. Okay, so I think we'll have to cut off and take over Sevilla. Or rather, take over both Brazil and... Oh, not Brazil, Portugal and Spain. Securing our position in the Iberian Peninsula might be a bit more effective in keeping our convoys safer. Whoops, not that one. Can't play that. It's copyright. It's under copyright. Much as I'd love to. Kind of miss playing this with the 1 Year War music, but copyright bots hate me so much. Ah, here they are. The rest of the 5th Airborne Group are approaching. Just in time for the music. So for the time being, since we can't use We can't use ships, and I don't think the 5th Airborne is really effective in mountain combat. Gonna have to send you guys over across most of the Iberian Peninsula. Where's the front line? The 5th Airborne group will be attacking most of Portugal. Hopefully we can capture that quickly. All the way to La Coruña in northwestern Spain. Meanwhile, the elements of the 12 Special Duties Group will attempt to reach the Franco-Spanish border. I'll sign it as a strong line as well. Attacking from Granada. And push over to the mountain regions in eastern Aragon. Hopefully, they won't face any resistance along the way. Let's get everybody up in position and prepare for launching. Doesn't look like there's still any opposition in this western region, Africa, though. I'll be concentrating most of their armored divisions here in the middle, near east area instead. Hopefully that's the case, so we can just drive over there to Dakar and take over for it. I think that's, again. I think that was Slegger getting shot down. A lot of aerial battles in that region by the looks of it. Oh, naval engagement in the mid-Atlantic. And that convoy is already lost. I don't think we can save it. Dang it, guys. Dang it. And time to send... Oh, need a reinforcement. Looks like they lost one. Time to send you over here as the East, 2nd Seaboard Escort Force. Escort Force. But everybody else, have we learned anything else? Concealment, inside, Spirit Tactician, Fleet Protector, Blockade Runner. Still learning Air Controller, apparently. Wolf, Spotter, Spirit Tactician, Ironside, MS Pilot, Pitman, Esper, Hunter, Killer. Probably give Flanagan something. What the heck is this? Why does he have so many air bases across Europe? I don't remember this being a thing. Was it one of the national focuses then? Hey look, it's Kerch Bridge. Can I blow it up? There's the Bosphorus Straits. Bosphorus Straits is not something you can focus on right now. Still have to worry about the Mediterranean. By the looks of it, these guys are... Oh, these guys are already ready to rocket over. I'm gonna send y'all to capture Tripoli base again. Maybe this time we'll be able to hold it longer. Just waiting to resupply and reform. Over here. Troops across both sides of Southern Iberia are also preparing to make a move up here. If we can knock out the other frontline naval bases, we might have a chance of getting the convoys through. I could probably get the naval base here in the Madeira Island area, as well as the Canary Islands, but they won't be able to get home because we don't have any convoys to use. For the time being, let's stick to the continental European... Well, let's stick to continental Europe. That's not looking good. That the convoy is already lost, guys. What the heck are you still doing? no point in sinking them if you can't defend your freaking convoys. I drive. Let's see if they can actually move up. Too low to advance. And the supply attrition issues aren't helping, really. Excuse me. And to expand our infrastructure in the region. Oh, Zato's over there. I'm just ready to lock it in, and that's another naval battle, resulting in a loss. Federation having an easy time taking out our convoys while we can't even engage their escorts properly. Engagement in the Mid-Atlantic and the convoy's already gone. Look at this. We have an advantage in numbers and positioning, but my escort forces can't even properly screen against destroyers. What's the point of sending those guys out if they can't even defend the friendlies right? Logistical suffering extensively. Where the hell are we suffering bombing on rather trains? Is it the occupation thing? Just occupation things or what? Ah, that's a lot of resistance. Saskatchewan? There are people in that area of northern Saskatchewan? Really? Must be native Canadians then. Too many naval engagements and our fleets aren't exactly doing as hot as I want them to be. At this rate, I'll have to transfer command over to Cairo base. Alexandria, that's the option for transferring, but first we have to secure this area. And to do that effectively, we'll have to wait for these guys to recharge. Bad attrition, bad supply lines as well. Rail lines are taking so long to build up. A lot of the convoys are taking a bit time to arrive. That was quick. That's most of the Iberian Peninsula now under rather Xeon control. Which unit is this? Oh, this is for the paratroopers, or rather the special duties group. Now we need to move up and secure Barcelona then. Granada cipher is complete. We'll use that. At this rate, I might have to revoke the guarantee with the oil barons in Von Braun City, and I'll probably execute. Oh, I cannot execute Operation Apollo anymore. Wonder why. And I can't even establish the Cyclops team for some reason. I know it should have kicked in by now since we captured some of the key locations, but blocked off for some reason. I don't know why. Ascension Island Naval Base has a big task force, but they're mostly under repair. There's a cruiser fleet in the St. Helena area over here, a little too far out. There's also the Cape Verde task forces. under repair. What's taking these guys so long to drive south? Really, the bad supply lines? I guess it is. Naval engagement's happening over there. Meanwhile, our supply situation is getting really, really rough. Still cannot get anybody through the gap properly. Convoy's getting sunk by the hour. I have no idea when there's a convoy going here. Oh, naval base in this region. Everybody else is getting land transport. Since these areas are isolated, we can't really afford that. Paratroopers from the 5th Airborne seem to have most of the eastern region under their control. But that's just no divisions, right? I just need to move up. Ew! Scare the heck out of me. It's taking a while to move up here. And maybe the elements of the... They're still moving. Oh, that's Bilbao already under our control. Now we have troops in France. Or at least a bit of France. With the 21st Mobile Suit Regiment looking over to the Aquitaine Air Base. Ooh, they retreated. Maybe not. Guess they thought we were capturing the air base, and then they ran away. They're just jumping around while everybody else is moving out here. Corona? Oh, like this. Oh, it's a win! We managed to sink one of their intercepting destroyers, but that's shit. Are our carriers still active? I know we lost one. They freshly arrived. It's the Midolo is now a veteran, but they haven't sunk anything. Split off. And the other one, the second mobile fleet, has a dull one that is also a veteran, but no killing on record. Ooh, it did manage to sink the Salamis. Time being, look at that! All the convoy lines are red. Or at least the ones that are heading towards the Africa-Europe line are red. Ones here in North America are still pretty green. We have to put the lines so that convoy lines aren't too overloaded. More overlapping rail lines will make things a bit faster, yes. Not connecting properly is what it is. Right, we can't really fully worry about these guys for now. We're still looking at ways at how we can... If these guys aren't gonna drive on their own, I'm gonna send them in manually. These guys need some work with their planning and organization. They're going to take a while to do that. Air superiority in West Africa again. Don't have enough aircraft to handle that. You guys hold your danged positions. I don't want to lose that frontline location, alright? Everybody else can probably hold this front, though. 4 separate divisions, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th. Setting up a front line over here. Attempting to drive to Tripoli. The halls of Montezuma, which we've already taken over. The shores of Tripoli. I guess it's time to drive. Let's see if they can actually survive. Securing Tripoli base will provide a land opening for the ones here in Alexandria. Ooh! Ooh, that's nice. Looks like some of the convoys actually managed to break through the blockade and reinforce the stragglers. Not entirely complete, though. I'll take it. Now, if we can only secure the land base and finally block off any more attempts at taking over this area, I can transfer the command of the invaded forces to Cairo or Alexandria. Well, these guys over here... Oh, that's a loss. Oh, that's a win! Another destroyer! And that's pretty much it, though. Still some risk with air bases in Sardinia. Also the area in Baleares rather. More air bases. We haven't secured Dakar just yet. Actually surprised they didn't send the capital down to Dakar. Not much in terms of defensibility if we try to capture the car, though. Too much open land here and here. Best bet is trying to take over this area so that we can bottleneck them here, but since we can't transfer some of the other aircraft, it's going to be a bit of a tough drive all the way south. And neither of the mountain and marine divisions can be airdropped, so we can't really use them for support. Ow, my leg. It still hurts. This is what you get for doing intense exercise without actually learning how to do it properly. Supply issues in the North American front, mostly because this area is still blocked off and we can't really get lanes up as fast as I want to. Most of the rail yards are overloaded and incomplete. There's a naval base around here if I remember correctly. Apparently not. Probably do something about that. Naval base up here. Guys headed. They're still driving. What the heck? Alright. You guys are gonna come home and deploy, or rather, get a refresh in Los Angeles. You guys are gonna be coming back here. Oregon State. These guys drive all the way west. See if they can get anything out of that. Still having issues with convoys not breaking through. Definitely gonna need some extensive escort capability to just push through this area. Oh. Send the second reserve escort flotilla up. Moving. The rate things are going, I might have to transfer to an entirely surface operation or surface focused naval. Oh, come on! Seriously? That's the second ground attack ace we've lost today. Yes. Elements of 15th. Yep. Fox Ida is out of the fight. It's either we take out the airbase in the car, or we keep losing our aces on the front. Hang on, I'm bleeding second. Send you back down here. I need some open ground here for... These guys on defense. Yes, they're on defense. Which element is this one, meanwhile? Oh! Third Rapid Reaction Force can probably handle most of the Africa front, most of the South America front for now. I guess we can detach Task Force Africa and send them back up to Alexandria base at this rate. Have them link up with friendly forces, or oh, what? Where are they going? Oh. Okay, that's going to... It'll take them 61 days to arrive by land. Are they going by Delhi? What? No. Get back on the Africa landing zone. How long is it going to take them by this month just to get back to the Africa landing zone, or rather the Africa orbital landing zone? That's going to take a while. A lot of our patrol craft are currently in naval ports across Europe, North Africa for repairs. Do I risk it? Do I take the airbase and the car? But I need to make landfall here first. Aren't you guys moving? That bad. Taking it Tunis then. There's a small pocket of resistance still uncovered here. You guys really need to focus on expanding your infrastructure, I swear. This is sad to look at. But the rail lines are also pretty much boxed up. Allow for supply hubs to be built as well. It's a naval destroyer. We lost one of its destroyers. So, the air superiority issue here in West Africa, despite the fact that there's only 800 aircraft here. Kind of surprising, all things considered, but I can't really do much there since we don't have the aircraft that has the range to provide escort. You can try and send some of the veterans up here in the... Let's see what happens when I send these guys over to the airbase in Casablanca. Nope, too far out. Somebody has to handle air superiority duties over here instead. Probably just send somebody over with the artillery. Are you sure you guys know how to protect convoys? Have things softened up here? Nope, not yet. Let's bring it over to the African front now. And the elements of the 3rd Rapid Reaction Force on South America duties. Probably transfer some of the elements of the 29th Mobile Force to provide defense work here in the South America region. Area defense. And here we need Jabaro properly defended, as well as Rio. I know we don't exactly have a lot of guys for you, but that's what I need right now, so. Strategic redeployment. We now have an army group and one special operation army group and three separate standard duties army groups up there in Africa. These guys are going to be deployed the 19th Reserve. Did I make another division? Okay, let's train a couple of Gelgoogis and have them deploy for work. Only we can actually capture the supply issues so rampant in this region. Annoying. These guys haven't pushed up yet. Almost got the land connected again. Well, mostly got it, but the area is the inaccessible Libyan desert, northern Sahara region. So it doesn't really mean much. All the way to Tunis, ladies! I'm moving up the mountains of the pain. And there's also the issue of naval interceptors in the area as well. This region that's not been taken over. Look at all the number of forces we have and how few of them can actually provide protection to the convoy. Are these guys here yet? You will arrive at destination in 9 days. Bit of a travel run. Either these guys took it easier by driving through Rio. Pretty smart. We have on garrison duty here in elements of the 29th Mobile Force, and then there's these guys from the 18th Mechanized Group as well. Still no sign of advancing from this point onwards. Aren't you guys gonna push down south? You got the area under your cover already. Whatever. Let's retake Tripoli base. You guys will be driving over to this region instead. weird pockets of resistance still remaining, though. Now that we've retaken Tripoli, we just need to get a more secure line of advance, and then we can use the jump-off point for Task Force Africa to drive south and open up the Middle East roads for transfer of supplies. It'd take a while to drive through, though, especially with the Task Force Africa unit still repositioning. Where you go? What? Logistic strikes. Ow! The enemy air bases. Most of Europe is now bombing our positions here. Gonna switch over this region, and you're gonna be oh, whoops, not you guys. You guys are gonna stay. You guys are going to be conducting interception work. Who's doing bombing runs here? Oh. And transfer you over to Sevilla Air Base. And you're gonna be conducting air superiority work. Transfer some escorts in the area. Additional escort fighters coming in from this round. Oh no, that should be enough for now, since we still cannot get most of our supplies through. A lot of red in that zone. On-flight production is still so low. Are these units here? Oh, they're already here. Right. The Task Force Africa formation now down on the ground. Time to conduct a landing operation and secure these zones. Second Port Said. Guys, attempt to take over Tripoli base. Crush the pocket. Yep. Tripoli base is once again under our control. Hopefully this will stick, finally. Air base stuck there. That's everybody. I'm sending over the 23rd Mobile Group to this side of the region now. How long will it take them to arrive? 2 weeks, not bad. You guys, on the other hand, are going to take what? Oh, a little under 3. Take that as well. Don't have enough convoys for transfer and supply. I have 9. Yeah. About over here. Air superiority is still an issue, as we can't really provide a lot of enemy air disruption. Can't really deploy more fighters though. Or maybe I can. Hang on a second. Transfer another 2 squadrons from the Great Lakes area over to this side. Sending a veteran unit and a fresh unit out. Send them over to Sevilla. And then provide air superiority, or rather air interception work here. supply issues being what they are, going to be a pain trying to get things done anywhere. So we can choose to either transfer our attack or Earth Invasion Force HQ to the south in the North Africa region or in Tripoli, and hopefully make supply lines a bit easier here, but that means the guys here in North America will suffer the supply route shortage. Honestly, I don't know what I want to do with that, but I think we can still just stick to New York City as our capital, and what do you call it? Hopefully we can finally build enough escort fleets to finally push these guys out of the fight. That's a surface vessel. Sending it over to the 2nd Reserve Escort Flotilla. Guys are gonna be supported. Go to Escort Force. 2nd Escort Force as well. Everybody in the reserves sent out to the front lines. Supply issues! Swear to God. Taking a while to strategically redeploy. Once we've done that, we can probably have up to send this the 23rd up to this point. Ooh. This Cairo base is now back in our control. Ah, here they are. These guys are going to be coming back to Task Force Africa. That's the veteran, badly damaged 24th Motorized, back under direct control of Task Force Africa. Unfortunately, because of supply issues, they're still pretty much short here. I think we can send these mobile suit formations down. But where's everybody else? They're still just arriving. Okay then. Well, the motorized formations have trouble getting down here. These mobile suit divisions will down south. Attempt to once again drive the Federation Armored Division. Do we cut their convoy lines here? Well, either way, that seems like a good sign for us. We are in desperate need of extra breathing room here in the North American region, or rather North Africa region. It's been a while since we had a direct engagement. By the way, so these guys are isolated armored divisions. Or rather, an isolated armored division. Surprisingly, they have not been resupplied since our last attempt at the breakout. Which could basically mean, which can only mean one thing, actually. Most of East Africa is currently suffering from some serious supply shortages. Right, they're gonna need more air superiority fighters in the area. So, transfer more of these. Sending over the less knowledgeable squadrons out. We'll be conducting air superiority as well. Bit of a parity here. how's our drive south on this region? Like, the 222nd MS test team has escaped direct destruction, at least. We have to drive a little further. Luxor is just a bit more down there. Only we can actually drive through and capture it now. Dust storms. Hate that. Oh, that's bad news. Ciphers are broken again. All of the Mobile Suit Division now in active action down south. Looks like the rest of Task Force Africa has arrived. Oh wait, no. Oh yes, everybody in Task Force Africa is now back in active duty in Africa itself. Still have to capture some of these points before we can expand the infrastructure in the area. An ace promotion, finally. Lost a convoy here though. Dren, expected better for you, dud. From you, dud. I would be really, really surprised if that's the only division we have to face here. In case, these guys, on the other hand, will be attempting to capture most of the region are expanding our front lines a bit faster down here on the west side. I don't know where we're going to extend, or we're going to expect a link up, actually. There's a lot of the Nile tributaries here to the south are to be a bit of a problem to face. Or it's taking a while to resupply. These guys are taking a while to move as well. We lost another convoy out of the fight. At least we're getting more aces back. Well, here in North European, or rather North Iberian region. How goes the battle tally? We are now at 78% of the way. Still have to worry about some of the hidden enemy armored divisions, though. Probably some other divisions that are or have not been deployed, which can be a bit of a problem, all things considered. But this guy's transferring over back to Port Said to support the defensive forces in the area. Understandable. I think I should assign you here instead. And let's see, delete the orders. You guys are going to be conducting air defense here. Yes, thank you. You guys attempting to drive all the way down south. As far south as you can go, at least. How about these guys? They're still not moving! That attrition issue is a real pain. So now, two ways about it, they'll have to drive down south manually. Now, Dakar is in our hands. We should also take care of that airbase right north of the city. It's taking a while for them to move up because of supply issues. West Africa is under our air base control. I think. Nope, there's still... There you go. It takes care of that area. And they'll just have to wait to reorganize and then they can push further south. Rather, further east. Meanwhile, over here... Convoys are still getting blocked off and sunk in the mid-Atlantic as our escorts are having a hard time breaking, or rather keeping, convoys safe. Right here in the home front, did manage to get some supply lines down. Should probably get some more rail lines on the way as well. Railways up here. Connecting all the railways would be nice. They're connected. These 4 divisions have pretty much been forgotten. I haven't actually used them in a while. Joint mode. Anything else he needs to learn? I don't think so. Kycelia, though, might be able to learn something new. Doesn't look like it. I want to turn her or a cyber new type. I don't think she'd like that. Gonna be a bit of a drive down south. I don't like the sound of that. The elements of the 23rd Mobile Support Corps are still trying to get themselves reorganized. Fortunately, because we can't really get the supply lines properly fixed, rail lines aren't exactly connected. Everything have to wait and things. But infrastructure, yes. Come on, Dakar is an important region. Why is our infrastructure so dang bad? Okay, those are friendly ground attack aircraft. Don't need to worry about those guys. It's the supplies, seriously. Can't exactly move these areas without supplies getting caught up in something. Engagement in the Iberian region, but we've already lost fleet. Well, what? Airstrikes in the... What? Where are these guys coming from? Huh? How are we getting bombed here? Somebody explain? Lost 3 planes, a couple of buildings, and some logistics. I have no idea where the heck these core boosters are coming from. Oh. Oh. These areas, huh? Look like they're back to their old ways. I need somebody to blow up that area. Do you have any strategic bombers available? Into orbit, take out that New Zealand base. Wait, near closer support guys can't really use you. Let's see. Probably somebody I can use for close deployment, right? Too short. Can't really do anything with that. Range 3,500, 2,500. I need something faster too. Oh, crud. Okay, let's deploy these Zanzibar-class planes. Conducting strategic bombing, and I want you to focus on enemy air bases. Thank you. Engage on the Iberian coast. This one. We have here one surface destroyer, 3 submarine mobile suits. Ah, another surface ship. Can't you guys sink any of these frickin' capital ships for the love of God? Why do I have... Oh. That's it? That's the best these lines can do? These railheads are kind of annoying. Can't expand from that either. Ah, here we are. These guys managed to... Either these guys managed to escape or it's a different armored division. And they're just waiting from here. Let's see. Oh! Looks like they're rebuilding armored forces now. Or whatever their divisions are available. Trying to take over the entirety of the Iberian region. We only had to worry about the French zone. Pyrenees, actually. What? Ah, air superiority in southern France. It's trying to transfer planes then. Transferring air interception squadrons to southern France as we speak. We have to get them closer. Anything else we can deploy? Okay. These freaking convoy escorts aren't doing much. I'm getting really annoyed. Unless we can actually get the convoys properly defended, we can't really rely on supply fleets to get through as much as we want to, so we'll probably be forced to call in a change of capitals again. Oh, that's gonna pit us instead with the tougher defenses here in the Mediterranean. The benefit of that, however, is that we can minimize our, rather concentrate our escort forces more efficiently. We only got to worry about the Med and the Iberian coast mostly. I'm checking the executive decision. transferring move it to Tripoli. Well, get everybody back to base. Just remove some of these escort duties for the time being. We will reorganize the escort work once the capital transfer has completed. Done yet? It is. So let's wait until ships have completely arrived and gotten themselves reorganized. Ow, my leg still hurts. Yep, they've switched over. They know what we're doing. Transfer available forces to these regions. I'm gonna need convoy escort duties in Eastern Mediterranean, Central Mediterranean, African coast, and Iberia. Guys are going to be conducting naval patrols. Oh, wait, hang on. These guys are going to be conducting... Oh, escorts, yes. These guys are going to be conducting patrols since they are the largest force right now. You guys are going to be conducting escorts as well. You guys are going to be conducting patrols, okay. You guys are going to be... patrol working as well. Okay, with this number, we should be able to get our supply lines a bit more. Wait, what? Oh. So we switched over the capital from New York to Tripoli. Deploying it. It's them, fresh unit out. Send this particular unit to reinforce Task Force Africa. The next set of Gelgoogs will be used as a separate unit, and we'll be driving further down here. Why aren't our convoys getting through yet? We do not have enough active patrol forces to cover the area. Low escort presence. Take a while for everybody else to be in a good position, I suppose. Not doing naval patrol down here, right? Is everybody in position? Should we conduct our next line of ground operations? Well, that's the South Africa front. I think we can move these guys to the European front instead. I mean, these guys would. As well as these guys, actually. New theater, that's going to be Europe. Gonna move these guys over to this one. Supply issues, still doing numbers on our fleets. And even with all of the strike capabilities, we still cannot do anything over there. So we have to cut them off right here and right now to reduce their fighting capability as well as their ability to replenish their forces. How's everybody down here? They have the advantage of being on the other side of the river, so if they try to cross, they will have a hard time crossing through. Oh. Are they still not done moving? In that case, let's go to these ports. Oh, this part of the region is not controlled by anybody. They're too focused on these rear lines. What supplies did we get from here? Nothing? Are you kidding me? Absolutely no resources and just a couple of factories? That's it? What the? Here I thought we were gonna have some sort of extra supply run here. Guess that was on me. The estimates of the number of enemy divisions keeps going down. Or keep going down, rather. How are things going down here? Supply issues, they can't fully commit to offensive operations, so they can't really... Hey, you guys are the 18th Mechanized Group. What the hell are you doing down up there, rather? And secure these regions of South America for me, please. So the 5th Mobile Group and 13th Autonomous Corps all over this place. You guys can probably head home. I have a 15th Mobile Corps defend most of the East Coast. 8th Fleet can... Where are you? Everybody in the 8th... Scattered around most of the areas, but not too far out. Escort convoys. Are you guys even trying at this point? Space Fleet support vessel. See, they're not even properly protecting the fleet. I think they're going. We're gonna have to crawl all the way to the capital. Going off to your next positions. So Task Force Africa suffering through some serious supply problems. Time to drive. Maybe if we can knock out some of these naval bases, we'll have easier access to supply lines. What? What was that? Did we overrun something? Can't be. Another lost convoy on the east side, or rather the west side. Definitely not looking too good for our frontline forces here. I really wish we had more supply lines, but well, with the enemy's surface advantage, we can't really do much about that. At the very least, we're at least driving further down, and probably going to be able to take over most of the African region in a bit. I said most, not all. This area is a little too big. These freaking supply issues are definitely eating up on our frontline formation, and you can't really do much about them. Oh, if we can link up somewhere around here, probably Kimberate base, we'll have an easier time breaking through and probably get some more ground supplies along the way. Another convoy lost. It's getting old, people. Getting real old. Kimberate base, what do you have? Rubber. That's it. No fuel, no aluminum, just rubber. Isn't that just sweet? And there's the infrastructure issue again. Why do you guys like this? But moving here on the east side. Still waiting for their supplies to be completely restocked. Thing. Let's hope they can actually get some driving done down there. Until then, we'll have to... As everybody's still under repair, creating wonder. Unless we can get the supplies back, we won't be able to get any friendlies out here. What? Where are the supplies coming from exactly? They're being distributed from here, apparently. Is that right? Yes, that is the case. Yes. Oh, fresh floods. In that case, check how to readjust our lines. So just have to focus on this one. Actually, the escorts will. There's apparently some of this here as well. Still more movement in the eastern seaboard in the Sargasso Sea. Oh, there we got that area. So I remove this area because there's no activity in there. So it's in this region. Check out these, if they're not really useful. Everything should be a bit easier to get through, right? Let's hope that's the case. Eesh. Trying to not look too hot. Are they detached? Oh, for repairs, okay. Uh-oh, we're starting to get some guys down here as well. Maybe since we're getting a bit more of their naval bases in this area, they'll have a harder time trying to intercept everybody. Going to Kilimanjaro. Hopefully. Kilimanjaro Falls, we'll take Kimberade and use that as our meetup point for the guys driving from the west. Still doesn't look like there's any activity from the Federate or the AU global forces. And the estimates are still in the lows at 15 to 21 divisions total. Absolutely useless escorts, I swear. I'll switch everybody to escort duty at this point. Can't even protect a significant number, or at least a small number of convoys. Those ships. Freetown, that's in Liberia. No, it's Sierra Leone. A lot of pockets. Too many pockets, in fact. Plagued by supply issues around here doesn't really fill me confidence. Get some guys up to Toulouse at least. I mean the northern end of Toulouse. Pick up the area near Bordeaux. Let's not cross into Languedoc just yet. That's the area is secure. So managed to capture the naval base in Aquitaine. There's a couple more naval bases up here near La Rochelle and Lorient. There's also the Brent naval base, which is a bit of a problem too. There's the air base in Brittany, which is still operating under capacity. Too many holes. Are they gonna fill those holes up? Driving through the holes is getting annoying. You guys aren't even moving properly. Taking these guys so long to move up. Convoys are gone, my... Can't even build enough for placing our stocks. Too many holes in the Africa front. Things aren't looking too bright for us. We still have a hard time plugging out most defensive lines here and keeping our convoys protected. So we can actually do something about that. We can't really do much for our supply issues everywhere. South America is already pretty... Oh, what? This is the North American front. What the hell are you guys doing all the way out there? Get back to civilization. Fronto. South America front is mostly overloaded around this general area. 29th Mobile Force suffering from supply issues. Africa is understandably low on supply. Most of the heavy forward fighting is over this general area now, and then there's the Europe theater, where the supply issues are because of the bottlenecks back in Gibraltar location. Well, as the fact that there's a bit of a bottleneck in the way. Trucks up. Please, can you just let us through? Convoys are already heavily knocked out as it is. Despite the fact that we have absolute advantage in naval capabilities, or at least in numbers, we're still slipping through and breaking through to our convoy. That's a lot of holes. That was a quick training. Two in the Africa. Third frames. Motor is gonna be orangey, maybe? Yes. Commander is going to be Johnny. Gonna need y'all to move up and secure these points, boy. Here, I mean air defense. Once the others have secured this area, and the reinforcements have arrived, we're gonna send you over to provide extra numbers all the way down here. Another loss at sea. 2 convoys gone. Really can't do much with these guys around now, eh? A bit to get through Kimberley base because of the terrain. Sorry about that, I got it lost in a snooze up. 4 gaps here in the Africa front, no division assigned for command and control work. Unit needs. Ooh, free civilian factories, perfect. I need something like that right now. Well, they're repairing some of the damaged infrastructure in Sierra Leone, so don't need to worry about that for now. What's coming in? A lot of the escort vessels are still under repair, taking their sweet time doing that. Operations, support guy. And they're gonna be splitting over to a second escort for escort. And we need those convoys up, yeah? Really long time to get these guys out. That's most of the division outlines already cleaned up. Just need these guys to arrive. It's the fresh elements of the 33rd Reserve Force. Again? Still a lot of supply issues here. Can't these guys just fix themselves up somewhere else? No area, or rather, there's not enough naval base presence here in the region for this. Insist on getting built there, then I have no other choice than to expand them manually. Summary of Task Force Africa not assigned to anything. Dang it, I think I fell asleep. I tell you, it's really hot. It's hot, I get a bit more snoozy. How'd you take Balde and Harake? How do you keep losing these convoys? You have the naval advantage, you have naval superiority in this region, and you keep losing convoys. Should I send some naval bombers just to clear out and start landing mines in the region? Still have 700 slots there. I'm going to send some of these guys over. Yep, there they are. Conducting naval mine landing operation in the Iberian coast now. These guys also going to be conducting some naval mine laying. North African coast instead, though. Oof. Naval engage. Ooh! Managed to sink one of their bigger guided missile crews. And there is one of the infantry formations that has not been engaged. The first infantry division, actually. The very first. There's anywhere between 13 and 20 divisions still active in the Earth sphere. We have no idea how many of them are undeployed yet. Puts us in a bit of a bind then. Enemy airbase in Somaliland. Now under our control. What else can we do? Get more rail lines, maybe? Let's expand the rail lines to some of these key positions first, please. Expand the naval bases as well. Where are you going? Oh. How's the naval blockade doing here? Not too hot. Oh boy, lost again. Is she doing anything? Allow me building. That's a strategic. Let's focus on naval bombing for now. Thank you. We're not naval bombing, naval mine laying actually. But issue still a bit of a problem. Most of the supply lines are still pretty much under Federation control. Advancing through isn't exactly on our beat. And the logistics, definitely not helping our case here. Absolutely terrible driving. All things considered. Hey, December 0094. Kind of surprising. I thought it was going to be longer. Actually drive through. They are. Sorry about that. Just checking something on my notes. A little too out of touch now. Another naval battle engagement. Or rather, naval engagement report. That's oh, is that the Java that has been troubling our escorts for a while now? I sure hope so. Make things easier for us now to drive through. Still a bit of an issue getting through these 5 division lines here because of the logistics involved. Traveling through is taking a while longer than it should be. 2 weeks just to get through this plain region. Yep, he's still on defend work. Task force just across Strait of Somaliland towards Aden base. We can't get to it right now because the land area is blocked. Well, rather than blocked, it's a bit of a pain getting to there by land because we still have to defend this area. And again, why not? Send these guys over here. Bring them back to Cairo base. Because they're gonna go straight for Jerusalem. Try to defend the area. Oh, hang on. Surround them. Take Tel Aviv as well. Yep, there it is. Now we have a foothold in the Middle East. Toehold, rather. What's that line? Come on, guys. You have the advantage here. Alright. The fact that they have to worry about a fort here that we managed to build during the first attack on North Africa. Eesh, that was quick. Gonna send you back to Cairo base to hold it. You guys move over towards the southern end of Jerusalem to provide defensive operations. There's an 8 formation in the Red Sea. Come on, convoy forces, get over there! To get some more of that. Areas are now still missing radar segments across this part of the fleet. Seriously, what are these escorts doing? Guys, you have the numbers advantage. Why are we losing supplies? Ooh! Oh, those are ongoing combats. We have not successfully sunk anybody with our naval mines. Probably had to extend the space fleets. Some guys over there. I can't send reinforcement of these guys because they're in combat. We'll have to wait until they're done. Why are you going so... What are you guys doing? Let's grab the air base for the love of God. I have to drive you over here. Just west of Addis Ababa. The Ethiopian Highlands, and then have you attack north of the Kimberley base. I'll have to manually command these guys to take over these provinces then. It's taking you so long to get there. 3 days. Still, not fast enough. Convoys aren't exactly getting through as much as I want them to. See, look at that. Now that we managed to switch the disparity and enable surface capabilities, I'm still unsure why we're still losing convoys to the front line. Is it because we can't really deploy them effectively, or is it just because the submarines are not really a good set of escorts for convoy duties? Right then, I'm detaching the 3rd Light Airborne Regiment, sending them to paratrooper operations in Majorca, the Sunshine Island of Majorca. Oh, you're not doing anything. Get over here. So we take over the Sunshine Island of Majorca, they're gonna have a bit more of a problem controlling the sea there. I don't want to land in Sicily just yet. But we still have the northern regions in Europe to consider. And a lot of supplies, but we can't really use them much since we can't deploy them. Okay, are these guys done? What? Ah! Fine, if you don't want to do that paratrooper operation, you're free to go. Where's the eraser? Oh, nobody assigned to that. Okay, so how about I assign you... No. No. Are those... screw it. If you guys aren't gonna do anything... Push it from here. Up over to Majorca. Let's move back, please. Thank you. To wait until you can get a reorg. We want to take over Corsica and Sardinia too. I think we could. Give it a tough drop, though. You guys didn't even take Kilimanjaro base. Oh, we sank 2 DDs. Not good enough, though. Sinking ships is great, but protecting the convoys is much more important right now. You guys aren't doing the job properly. This Kilimanjaro base is now under our control. Bassa as well. Oh, let's send these guys on a running operation. You guys gonna drive properly this time? They're gonna wait until secure. Ciphers are broken again. You guys are taking so long to cross what is essentially a tiny segment of a really, really big desert area. Gao! Our Gaos aren't exactly doing as much as I want them to. Right. Conduct your paratrooper operations, please. Thank you. I can't... What? I can't do anything here on the East of Baleares? That sucks. The convoy lost in the mass. Annoyingly. Nope, nobody sinks these guys. Ah, that was a closer name. Nope, they got hit. They're gonna get lost, aren't they? Yep, we're gonna lose this convoy. I should have landed in Murcia instead. Come on! It's a veteran unit too. Of this job, then you guys are gonna have to wait until reinforcements arrive. I'm gonna send a different paratrooper unit. Freshly deployed, and well, these were the original veterans, the 5th Light Airborne, but they also suffered some serious bang-ups after an attempt to land or return home by sea got intercepted. Hey, hang on a second, don't move yet. Let's wait until we can get you reinforced fully. What's taking these guys so long? That's why. Bottlenecks! Why is it always the bottlenecks? Trying to drop them. No, we'll land him in more. Oh, there we go. Land him in Valencia instead. That's closer. Please don't be intercepted. There we go. How's the drive here? Still, a good deal of Eastern Africa is uncontrolled and uncontested. These guys are still not moving as fast as I want them to. Why do we always have to overrun these positions first? That area is controlled. That's Lake Victoria, I think. These regions got overrun. Or overlooked, rather. My guys in New Mexico. I can probably send these guys to be deployed here. Do we have enough space for everybody? Later. Looks like we have supply issues to worry about. Supply convoy's not getting through. They keep getting intercepted somewhere in this region in the Iberian coast. I should probably conduct paratrooper operation in Madeira after all. Are the new guys fresh? It's still taking a while. Okay, how long will it take for these guys to be reinforced? Send you on power drop as soon as you guys are ready and reinforced fully. Time being, you guys set up there. Let's just be thankful that they're not deploying their interceptors to stop our paratrooper formations while we attack their rear line positions. Although, unfortunately, because of the problem of interception by enemy surface forces, we can't really do naval invasions anymore. So we'll just have to take over the Canary Islands by air again. Right, these guys are in full power yet? Yeah. Right, current fighting strength is 100%. Conducting paratrooper operations now. Trying to send you closer? No. Send them in the proper naval position. Vulture, since we need them in parachute work. I just hope they don't run into any interceptors out here. Please get them home safely. Crud. Intercepted and lost again. Why is it always the same? You guys all got hit on that one. But we're doing as much damage as we can to their interceptor force by limiting their naval presence in the area at least. So, if we can conduct drop operations on the Canary Islands, we can probably send one of the paratroopers home. By sea here, so it's closer. Just need these guys to be fully replenished. Oh, new unit. Going with the 33rd Reserve Force, and they're still not driving fast enough. Let's do this manually now because it's annoyingly long. It's taking them an annoyingly long time rather, to get the supplies out. Oh. Send them back to Cairo once the operation is over. Oh, do I have land division here? Oh, they only have one HQ. But the Double Tank Division is fully set up. HQ is also fully set up. Ooh, this is a big engagement. 1 destroyer, 2... Wait, just 2 foot. What? Okay, now I'm confused. It's a failure, though. 3 convoys lost. Looks like the southern region isn't as effectively covered as we thought it would be. We do see at least 1 convoy getting through without an issue, managing to resupply the guys here at Kilimanjaro base. But logistics concerns are still taking their toll on us. What? Oh. Can't take these AU regions because it's impassable. Close this region. Up. We got an infantry formation moving south. Can we cut them off? Nope. Too far out. And there's a lot of mountains and forests in the way, apparently. Another convoy lost. Can't do much about that. Still a bit under strength, not exactly a good sign. I think I'm gonna send you guys back to the front line here. We send a different paratrooper formation, send back the 5th, have them conduct paratrooper operations instead. Capture this naval base as we go. How are they traveling? Okay, it's not bad. Another unwritten naval battle report. Oh, this is a win. Apparently we sank a destroyer. New engagement in the Iberian coast. A lot of reserves have come up. Ooh, another carrier. Should we have another surface fleet ready for deployment then? Nah. Let's have them stay in the reserve and then we'll deploy them as we go. What? What in blazes? It's still a month out. There's set a subsurface forces we can deploy. Gonna be the this is the 4th escort fleet, so this is the 4th submarine escort force. You guys are here, and you guys are going to be supporting the 4th submarine escort force. Durango? What the heck? Why there? Oh, right, that's where I set the surface forces. Anything happening in the Caribbean? most of the battles seem to be around here. How about no? How many of them? Still just 5 here. The 4th Surface Escort Force. What? Oh, that's not a good thing. Looks like they failed to cut these guys off and are now having a bit of trouble breaking through. On the other hand, we've managed to secure a land formation here. Hopefully that means we have more ways to get through supply. Still cannot deploy the what do you call it? Still cannot deploy the elements of Cyclops team, and that's annoying. Okay, drive north. Try and cut off that infantry formation. Yes, Kimber base is now under our control. Took over. Oh, perfect. Right, just as cannon go, Nguyen Bitter took over Kimber base. Here's the infantry division. It's the 10th infantry division and about to be cut off. Where the heck are you going? Screw it. I'm sending everybody available. Try and cut off these guys. It's gonna fail, I'm afraid. At least keep them busy until reinforcements can arrive. Oh no, they're stuck there. That means we can cut them off here. Hopefully. Just need to break them off here. Yep, they're cut off. This could be the only bit of resistance we'll face in Africa. Apart from the terrain, of course, and the naval presence in the area. Looks of it, though, we're probably making some progress in keeping their interceptors up. Conducting paratrooper operations now. Perfect. Please don't be intercepted for the love of everything. Perfect. And let's send you up to Keyta so it'll be a shorter drive at sea. Hey, we lost one of our... Wait, it says fighter type. What? Why does it look like that? It confuses me that sometimes they use ship signs when you're suffering from air losses. I'm guessing it's because of the And the fact that some of the mod icons aren't exactly compatible with the in-game icons, so that's probably why. Why are you guys here? I need you on Cairo base. Not much of an enabling engagement here in Tripoli. Battle result. Lost another convoy! Now, if we can take over the Azores as well, let's soften things up. There's also the issue with the Cape Verde Islands. What? Oh. Oh, it's building sabotage. So that's what it was. But why are we taking the what? No, I think we ran out of convoy ships for transport. Ugh. Resistance to the occupation, and that's disrupting all our other lines here in the rear. Nonetheless, we're already at 80% towards victory. Oh, they're still out here. Gonna cut them off once and for all. That's Amuro again. And that's pretty much it. That's all that she wrote, and that infantry division is now part of the Despina history. We gotta clean up some of these holes first, before you proceed with the full link up. While here on the seaside, things convoys are still banged up pretty badly. Nope, still not enough convoys for transferring troops. With no other air transport to speak of. Wait a second. Can we land there? Right, we're pretty much in range of that thing. We are. The problem is, we are at a high chance of getting intercepted. I'll take it. That's just one destroyer. Why can't you guys sink more in engagement? Too many convoys getting banged up, not enough escorts getting to there in time. What the hell am I sending you out there for if you can't really do your jobs properly? I swear. Africa pretty much have the advantage in speed on paper, but they seem to have trouble intercepting these guys. And that annoys me no end. Up. Okay, that's everybody now. Can you guys get home, is the question. There's a high chance that these guys are going to be intercepted and we're going to lose another set of veteran troops. Hot zone now. Guys. It was a little too close for comfort. Logistics issues eating through everything else. And we're suffering supply losses due to attrition. What is going on the other side of the road? Almost taken up most of North Africa and just waiting to clear up some of these pockets of resistance still uncaptured. Now, if we can secure these naval positions, we'll have an easier chance of getting escorts out, and supplies might be getting through a bit easier then. Where's the other one? Oh, yeah, these guys. Cape Verde Islands. And there's the issue with Ascension Island and St. Helena. Beyond that, it's just a random set of naval bases on the mainland of Africa, but above, beyond that, it's going to be everything else. No need to worry about those lines, I believe. Can the paratroopers land there? Okay, apparently they have that in range. Conducting paratrooper operations now. Perfect. They'll be stuck here for a bit though. Seems like the please don't be intercepted. Please don't be intercepted. Too close for comfort. Wait. We're gonna need y'all to be in a closer airbase, so I'm gonna put you here in the Dakar airbase. Then these transport down south. Have them drop on the Ascension Island and St. Helena naval bases later. What are you guys doing? bit of a trouble moving through the mountains by the looks of it. The Rift Valley. These guys are too tired to maneuver. Guess we can lock them up here. Just need to take these points and bada bing, bada boom. After these points, paratroopers are ready to drop. Conducting paratrooper operations now. St. Helena. Ascension Island first, before St. Helena. That's another position cleaned. Send you to a close position. Liberia. Please don't be intercepted. That's the last of the fresh divisions out. That's... oh. I lost another 2 convoys there. Perfect. Send you back here. Back to Dakar. Restock, and then prepare for a drop on St. Helena. Up. These pockets will be cleared up. Who the heck? Oh, the fresh guys. Just need to clean up this pocket here and this pocket here, and then we can set up. Just need to take Sayol. Perfect. And that sector in Ilubabor Kafa. That's just this bucket here on the west side. Another set of convoys lost. There's this Sotom and Seep naval base we need to take as well. Still resupplying, can't do anything about that for now. The eye's done. Seriously, what the heck is wrong with my escorts? Why can't they deploy anything? Freaking supply issues, man. Ooh. Nice. Knocked out an enemy ace. I'm sending you all down to St. Helens. Oh wait, the closer one is South Tome. And once you're done that, Oh, that's an enemy naval base. I should have taken that too. Let's capture. Oh. What's wrong with these guys? Why can't they move? Oh, because it's a different mission? Check that airbase, please. I need the transport space. So we take the airbase in Dakar. Transferring. Stand by. Conduct paratrooper operations here. And send you down here. The paratrooper operation. Now this time, for sure, we're going to be able to conduct drops on St. Helena, rather. Wait until you guys have finally organized. Organized, rather. Well, these guys are still repositioning. It's two fronts here, right? It's two fronts. Dang it. I think I overstepped my time boundaries. I was supposed to already backing up right now, but... well... looks like, we'll just have to set up the forces here. So, we'll set up the attacking forces from the Africa front to the borders, and then we'll call it in for the day. It has been a very fruitful day, at least, so that's a good sign. But I would have loved it if I had a larger convoy. Can't really do much about that, unfortunately. Let's just wait until everybody can get home. Alright, we got the 5th Light Airborne ready to jump. And most of the Africa attack force is ready to push down. Once they're up and in position, I'll wait until they can all set up, and then I'll save it and call it in officially for the day. The heck is taking you guys so long? Okay, just one more day to go for these guys to arrive. You guys are going to take 2 days. Envoys are once again lost. Not exactly getting as much as I want. Everybody in position yet? Let's see. Alright, Task Force Africa is all dug in. 23rd, as well as the... wait, no. The this guy here is still making his way to his launch point. Right. Is everybody on the southern front and ready? I guess that would be a good time to call it in. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know it was a bit late and it was yet another slugfest, but at least we are inching closer to actually winning this war. And at least we actually managed to successfully conduct or rather finish what we stated as our primary objective for the day, which is to relieve the Africa straggler forces. Not only did we manage to do that, we've also managed to set a toehold in the Middle Eastern region and expand our control of the Africa region as well, down to Kimberid and Kilimanjaro. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be doing another game stream tomorrow. I actually could be resting and give it a bit more time to rest, and or I could probably do thumbnail streams. Maybe I can probably also do thumbnail editing while off stream. We'll just have to see. You'll have to just take some notes, or rather listen in on socials for that. All that being said, if you've got any complaints or valid reactions about the stream today, you can always drop me a line on my Twitter or my Pixiv. If you got a hankering for the older streams that have already expired here on Twitch, you can always check the VOD archive linked in the About tab of my profile page. Speaking of my profile page, if you've got a friend who might be interested in the stuff I stream, or who'd like to complain a bit more about PNG streamers on Twitch, share my profile on twitch.tv/lurkatwork. That's all for me for now. Still have no plans for tomorrow, just keep an ear up on the socials, please, and thank you. I always appreciate you dropping by to watch, and I sure hope you pick up something. Probably at least enjoyed a bit of what I've been doing. Well, that being said, Lurk at Work is now RTB. Thanks again for watching. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Good night, everybody.